Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. I hope that I'm audible. There's quite a loud hum of an air conditioner in the background where I am today. Try and maybe move closer to get better volume here, but I apologize for any background noise. But today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, and today's puzzle is a debut by Jahimin. His New York Times debut, congratulations to him. And it's a Wednesday crossword, so we'll expect a midweek, mid-difficulty themed puzzle. We see some shaded squares that presumably have something to do with that. So let's dive in and see what we've got for Wednesday, June 3rd. A debut by Jahimin. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, hi, probably. Wishy-washy words. Or so, it might be something like that. Bird with barn and bard varieties. Looks like an owl, so or so might be okay. Like, it's, I don't know, 10 or so, something like that. Angler's stick, a fisherman. Stick is a rod. Online, yay. Woot, maybe, is what we want there. On little cat feet, say, softly, walking softly. Then again, to a texter, OTOH, on the other hand. Then again, on the other hand. Big name in nail polish. I can never remember what this is. OPI, maybe? Scart's edge is a hem. Lowly sorts. Peons, maybe? Workers. Southern cough syrup. A hot toddy? Is that right? Two-way as a door. In/out. In/out. And what about this? Dynasty after the Tang. I don't know, actually. Fish in a negi toro roll. I'm gonna guess tuna based on the TU that we have. And is this Song Dynasty, maybe? This looks like I'm too old for this. Lament while dealing with kids these days. I'm too old for this. And we have the OOO in the shaded squares there, so we'll see what that's all about. Raft turner, an oar, I guess, is what might turn in a raft. 1990s feminist movement rooted in punk rock. I actually don't know this, I don't think. Let's go over here. Suggestion, informally. A recommendation. Where music and passion were always the fashion in a Barry Manilow hit. The Copacabana, is that the right thing? I think that's the right thing. Carly Rae Jepsen, call me maybe singer. Give a makeup test. I don't know what we are looking for here. With 44 down, many an EGOT contender, or what's spelled out by this puzzle's shaded squares. Interesting. Not sure. Utah, I kind of want triple threat, right? But I don't see what that has to do with anything. But let's put that down. I mean, triple threat is an actor, singer, dancer. Oops. Someone talented in all three areas. Utah ski resort. Is this Ulta, maybe? Is this assay? Why is this? Oh, a makeup test in terms of if you're testing the makeup of some ore that you've collected, some stones to see if that there's any precious metals in them, I guess. Pixar franchise in which buses and taxis exist despite serving seemingly no purpose. I think this is Cars. Oops. What am I doing here? Punjabi metropolis is Lahore, which is a city in Punjab. Capiche is just C. Don't look suspicious. Act casual. I guess I would have wanted act natural, but act casual works fine. Contents of La Seine. La Seine is a river. It is contained of water. Animal whose crab eater variety does not in fact eat crabs. Not sure. Playroom pile. Toys, I guess. Crab eater seal, maybe? Is that right? Without exception. All, I guess. use an 18 down. To use an or is to row. Right? Boulevards and roads. Are these routes? Is this what we want? Like, this makes sense with the OR, whatever we have here. Oh, is it or else? That's so funny. Triple threat. So or else is a threat, and we have it in triplicate here. ORELSE. I think that's what's going on. Let's see if that ends up being correct. Is this a riot girl, maybe? Tears or terrors? Rips, like tears to shreds, rips. Tilted type, an abbreviation is italics. It would be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure. Thai noodle dish pad CU. That's so fun. So it's interesting because the constructor had to come up with entries that had 3 of a letter in a row, which is not that easy to do. I'm too old for this. Splits the O's across 2 words. Riot Girl has the 3 R's as part of this sort of stylized spelling of girl. Pad CU has the 3 E's across the 2 names there, the 2 words in the name of the noodle dish. Subtle acknowledgements. Sly nods, probably. Cheese in the Czech dish, Smashenizer. I don't know how to say that at all, but I suspect that's Edam cheese, which I think is a Swiss cheese, isn't it? Forever in a Day might be an Eon. Knives Out co-star Ana de Armas. Enjoyed as finger food. Snacked on, maybe? Compound in a joint. So not a body joint, but a pot joint. It's not TLC, THC, I think. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's cannabis, essentially. Hang loose sign, I forget what this is called, a shaka, maybe? Insect that has reportedly passed the mirror test of self-recognition. An ant? No way. Really? Tries. Has a go, maybe? Eton mess is a traditional English dessert, that's right. Othello villain is Iago. As AS in chemistry, as comma in chemistry, I guess is what they're after there. But AS in chemistry is arsenic, the elemental symbol for arsenic. Actress Sink of Stranger Things is Sadie Sink. Physical copy colloquially. Dead tree something, maybe? Colored part of the 59 down. Colored part of the eye is the iris. Rustic verse might be an idyll. To pursue is to... I don't know. Wander in a forest, maybe an elk. Oh, it's to seek, maybe? To seek a job, maybe? To pursue a job, to seek a job? Not quite the same to pursue and seek. But I guess the meanings could overlap. To submit is to what? Exceed, maybe? Polite term of address, maybe ma'am. Pshaw. Nah, maybe? Where to find queens and kings? A chess... maybe chess sets plural? Maybe. Nah. Research institute where radio astronomy began. I don't know. And I don't know that nah is necessarily correct either. Product of the internet that might be dank or deep fried. A meme. I know what a dank meme is. I do not know what a deep fried meme is. I'll have to look that up. Disease for which China's Tu Youyou discovered a life-saving treatment, earning her a Nobel Prize. Malaria. That's right. Nail biters. Oh, sorry, Nile biters. Asps is what we want there. The snake, which in legend Cleopatra used to commit suicide. Yeah, right. I bet. Maybe we usually said sarcastically. Maybe Nell Labs, is that correct? Workout unit for short, a rep. Odd duck aptly. Rare bird, maybe? Literary character who hopes to get whale soon. That's really funny. Captain Ahab. Down in the dumps might just be sad. Pequod, for example. I don't know. Overfilled. Sated? It's not quite the same. Event captured into the photograph Into the Jaws of Death is D-Day. MLB team for Mr. October and Mr. November is NYY. Mr. October and Mr. November. Who are those? I want to say Reggie Jackson? Derek Jeter? I actually don't even know who they are, but I'm pretty sure it's the Yankees. Oh, the Dead Tree edition. I've never heard of that, but that's very funny. Singer Rita is Rita Ora. Linda of the band Four Non Blondes, Lita Perry. Pequod is a ship. I'm going to guess that's correct. And it's not. What else could this be? Or is something else wrong? Dead Tree edition's got to be correct. New York Yankees looks right. Linda. What else could this be? Maybe there's something else I have wrong. Could be this. I wasn't convinced that nah was right. Shaw. Maybe it's Bell Labs. Radio astronomy, that looks better. Okay. Look at that. 1111. Make a wish. Okay. Good. Okay, so it was Linda Perry after all, and Pequod is. Isn't that Ahab's ship, actually? It's been a while. Anyway, let's look at the theme. So we have here many an EGOT contender. So contenders for the sort of grand slam of awards, the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, probably have to be good actors to get an Emmy and an Oscar, probably have to be good singers to get a Grammy, and then probably have to be all three, including a dancer, in order to get the Tony. So many of those winners of all four awards, or contenders for all four awards, are triple threats, talented in all three areas. But in the context of this puzzle, we have spelled out by the shaded squares, we have the threat, or else, spelled out in triplicate as it triples. O, R, E, L, S, E. And in each case, they are split across, except for this one, in each other case, they are split across two words. Because there's not really many words that have three of the same letter in a row within the word. So I'm too old for this splits the O's across two. And old, the Thai noodle dish pad CU splits them across C and U. The Research Institute, Bell Labs, splits them across Bell and Labs. Where to Find Queens and Kings splits it across chess and sets. Physical Copy colloquially splits it across tree and edition and Dead Tree edition. And this is the only one where we have all three in one, and that's because of this stylized spelling of the word girl in the Riot Girl movement. So that's a really, really fun theme. And there are some great clues in this, and I want to credit them all to Jahimen. I know that editors often proffer their own clues for some of the entries, but let's take a look at some of those. This is a very fun clue for cars. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember noticing that there were buses and taxis, despite the fact that they didn't have anyone to drive around. Glad that I sort of was able to remember the melody for this as I sort of sang through it, and I was like, the Copacabana. Okay, great, so that's fine. What else? I remember hearing about this 2UU Nobel Prize for a treatment for malaria. Compounded and joint is a little bit maybe misleading, but we want THC here. Literary character who hopes to get whale soon, and the Pequod, the ship. Good crossing clues here, and a great clue for this one. AS in chemistry, tricky there. We want the elemental symbol, the chemical symbol AS. I've not heard of Dead Tree Edition, but that's really, really funny. I'm going to start using that. Yeah, pursue and seek can have overlapping meanings, though pursue usually indicates more of an urgency or more of a directedness, whereas seeking is a little bit more broad. Maybe in pursuing you can see the target, whereas in seeking you're sort of seeking more broadly. I don't know. It doesn't seem quite the same connotation. What else? Give a makeup test? Yeah, I think so. We're testing for the makeup of some dirt or some stones or something to see if there's anything valuable in there. I think that's what's going on there. We have some paired clues. We have or and row here, as well as iris and eye, sort of mutually reinforcing there. Tears and tears, always a good homonym in a clue to make ambiguous. Just pausing for a second.